This is going to be a review of my 2007 Kawasaki Vulcan 900. On YouTube there were a few videos of reviews, but most of them were from people who just recently bought their motorcycle, so I decided to give a brief review on my motorcycle after riding over 27,000 miles on her. As you can see, it's a Kawasaki Vulcan 900 with some added features. First off, I added these two dual electric horns in the front. They are pretty loud. They just sound almost like a car horn. In addition, I just added these PIA 1100X 55 watt bulbs. However, they have an output of 85 watts, which is pretty bright. In front, I also have the Kawasaki light bar, which I just replaced the light bar beams with the PIA ones. In addition, I added these short risers, which brings the whole handlebars closer to the rider. However, the cables are a little bit short, so I had to do a little adjustments to pull some slack out of the cables to get enough slack. I also added these mirrors, not sure what brand they are. They look great, however, I don't like them as that you need an Allen wrench, as you can see here, to adjust them. So you have to adjust them prior to riding, which sometimes can be a hassle. I also added these Kawasaki ISO grips, which significantly decrease the vibration, especially on long rides. I also added these Kawasaki floorboards and the Kawasaki highway pegs. However, for spending over $100 on these highway pegs, as you can see, the quality is pretty bad, but they do their job. Now, in addition, for my long rides, I really found this Mustang seat with a backrest to be crucial to surviving long trips on the road. Average, I'd say about 14 to 18 hour days on my motorcycle. It definitely helps. I also added this luggage rack where I can put my travel bag and increase the capacity of the saddlebags. Now, a note on the saddlebags, they do look kind of big from the outside. However, you can only fit about a 12 pack of soda or a 1 gallon gas can in them. Now also I added these Cobra Speedster long exhaust pipes, which sound great and in my opinion look great as well. In addition to the ISO grips, I also added a throttle boss, which helps relieve strain on your hands on long trips. Now, most of this was fairly easy to mount. I would say the most difficult ones were the PIA lights and the electrical horns, just because you need to know some basic information about wiring and things like that. Other than that, I am greatly satisfied with my motorcycle. The Mustang seat does not necessarily lower your riding position. It is a lot more comfortable than the stock one, and certainly the backrest helps out a lot. As I mentioned before, the ISO grips really help decreasing vibrations to your hands after long rides with the stock handle, with stock grips. My hands would usually tingle and be almost a little bit numb, but with these grips I have no complaints whatsoever. Now, this is how my horn sounds. And these are my Cobra exhaust pipes. Now, on that note, the Vulcan 900 is a great motorcycle for long distance riding. It is not a typical long distance motorcycle, which I've noticed on my trips. However, the 900cc engine does help, and it is a little bit low on the power. However, if you just cruise along at 70, 75 miles an hour, it is a comfortable ride. Um, Personally, I would like a little bit more power. However, for long trips, it doesn't really matter as much. On this motorcycle, I actually put on Metzler tires, which are technically only rated for about 9,000 miles. However, on these set of tires, I've done over almost 16,000 miles, and they're still good. So if you have any questions about how to mount any of this, or my satisfaction with certain products, let me know, and I'm glad to help you.